So, um, I shouldn't be here right now. I should not be doing this right now. I'm literally, if I had, okay, normally I would be getting ready to get on a train, or not normally, because today's Friday and it's a different kind of day today. Um, Usually I go to Geneva on like Tuesdays or Thursdays to go to my job. The headquarters of my job is in Geneva, but I do home office mostly from Zurich, right? So I try to go to this office once a week. Sometimes this happens, sometimes it's not. However, my bosses invited me to their son's birthday, and so I was like, all right, yeah, I'll go to Geneva on the Friday. Okay, so I'm supposed to be going to Geneva on the Friday. I should be getting on a train in about an hour. I'm not gonna get on that train for another 3 hours. So I'm gonna get to Zurich. I'm gonna get to Geneva later. They'll be fine, but they won't be upset about it because I work while I'm on that train. But it puts everything back. Everything back. Yo, angry. What up? Why you mad, Beast Mode? Why you mad? Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad, son. So like, I'm supposed to be getting in the shower on the way to Geneva to go to work. And this thing came out last night, and I almost streamed last night. Um, I should have streamed last night. This is so not responsible. Yeah, because but I have to make a video on this. I'm actually legitimately excited about it, and I noticed that they did something very small, but that's very big, which is they put the dates on it. They like, I mean, I know they tell you or kind of try to, but they announce like when this is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. So I know next Thursday? That's pretty soon. Next Thursday? I know this is a dumb question, but should you ever auto equip gear? Because I did. I've done that accidentally like a couple times, just pushing the buttons. And I mean, it got me. Like one time, I think I stuck with it. It only changed like one or two pieces. I don't auto equip because I just don't. I just don't know what it is. Like I don't know what the logic is behind it. What it prioritizes. Does it have like a if it's support prioritize heal gear? If it's a DPS prioritize attack and crit? If it's a tank prioritize HP and block? You know what I mean? I don't know what it prioritizes, so I don't use it. Dumb. I'm not gonna say dumb. Because maybe I'm the dumb one spending like hours figuring out how to gear up stuff, and then I end up doing exactly what the auto would have done. So, what's up, John? Okay, so me telling that whole story is basically to say I can't stream for that long, and I was gonna try to record this video just as a video now, and then hop up and like run out to go catch my train or go catch a train, but I didn't feel right doing this without a chat because I kind of want to know. Just got off work. Yeah, I'm about to go. I was just saying I'm supposed to. Normally, when I'm headed to Geneva, I'd be like hopping out of the shower right now, getting my coffee, making my Gipfeli, my little croissant in the morning, get my bag up, headed out the door, ready for that 3 hour train ride. And instead, I'm streaming this right now because I'm really excited about this new season. I want to talk about it real quick, and and there's not a lot of information. Which I'm not complaining about that. I'm not complaining about that. I'm happy that they've done this announcement. I'm so happy. I want to give credit to them too for like it's baby steps. This is a good thing. I love the way that this is set up. This is so much fun. All right, so what I'm gonna do is because I have to hop into it relatively quick. This stream is gonna be. I might do this, and I might go ahead and do like the bride guide, which is a funny thing to say out loud. Just because I'm already up and running, and I already set up everything. And then tomorrow, if I can, well, I won't make that promise now. How about that? I won't make that promise now. It'll be a surprise tomorrow if I can do it. If I can't do it, you'll never know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get to this, and I guess I'll do the bride since I already have it, and let's be real. If I'm being a little bit dramatic, it'll only make me like get to Geneva 2 hours later. It won't be. I'll get to Geneva around lunchtime if I can get out of here in an hour If I can stop streaming in an hour, and then I'll just do a quick grab some breakfast on the way. Oh, so gotta. Oh, anyway. All right. Okay, remember stuff I need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hop into it real fast. Let's set the kind of want the image to be in the middle, like that one. That's what's up. I'm so happy, yo. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna start recording. The Bride Guy sounds like the name of a bad 90s movie. 100%. 100%. This was the reject of, this is the C version of Hitch and The Wedding Planner. And The Wedding Planner was already a C movie. So what the hell is a C version of that? Like, actually, was The Wedding Planner even a C movie? I never saw it. But yeah, The Bride Guide, 100%. Brad, you are on point. Okay, here we go. I may have to, damn it, why'd you make that joke now? Why did you make that joke until I think I'm going to try to remember when I do The Bride Guide to roll back, because I want that joke to be on the screen. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so start recording, and I'm going to be kind of quick. I don't want you guys to give me your reaction to it or how you feel about it. Go ahead and put it in the comment section. Try to keep it PG. I'm happy about it. If you're mad about it, be mad. Just say whatever. All right, so here we go. Coming in 3, 2. I'm so excited that I am jeopardizing my employment. No, for real. I'm supposed to be normally today. I'm not supposed to be here right now. I'm supposed to be headed to work. I'm supposed to go towards a 3-hour train ride towards a different city in a different region. I'm in Zurich. I'm supposed to be headed to Geneva right now to go to work. And I was like, wait, what? This is a new season. Wait, what? I got to make a video. And I was like, I'm going to just make a video. It's fine. I'll be quick. But then I was like, but I got to stream. Do you see how frantic I am right now? I'm so excited. Let's just get to the video. All right, so coming back in. I think everything's good. All right, coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Rose Collab video. In this video, I am ecstatic. I'm so happy for multiple reasons, and not just because it is, Poison season coming in. This is fun. I'm dumb excited about Cheshire and Swamp Thing. Dr. Poison, I could take her or leave her. However, the character design on Dr. Poison is absolutely amazing. Her character design is so good that it made me excited for a character I don't give a damn about. I love that character design. I love Cheshire's design. Obviously, she has one of the most classic, well, to me, classic, looks ever. You don't need to change anything about her look, put it that way. And then Swamp Thing, I love Swamp Thing. Even though I have not read many comics of Swamp Thing. I had a toy when I was growing up of Swamp Thing. I like Swamp Thing. I've said this in a lot of videos. Comic suggestions for Cheshire and Swamp Thing. Put them in the comment section. Any comic volumes I should be reading with those two. In any case, I'm dumb excited about the Poison season coming, but the thing that I'm kind of most excited about is the fact that they have down here the dates. Now, I know that is a small thing, but if you've watched this channel at all, you've heard me beg and plead about them putting out the dates of when they're going to release these characters ahead of time, not just real quick. Now, to be fair, they only gave us a week for the new Legendary Swamp Thing. I get it. Also, they have Mara in there randomly as a feature. I don't even really care about that one so much because it's well, no, I do care. So let me not minimize that. But I'm gonna celebrate this not minor. It's big. I think it's a big deal. That they're putting the dates on for this to kind of encourage further, them doing this more. I'm legitimately willing to spend more money on Swamp Thing pulls and Cheshire pulls. Dr. Poison, we'll see, because Cheshire has a synergy. They even put it there. Cheshire has the synergy. Just to kind of encourage, yo, what's up, Gabriel? Just to encourage them to keep doing this date stuff. Now, granted, I don't have money like that will shift an entire development company to be yo, we got to do this. That's fine. However, thank you. I appreciate it being out here clear. Now let's get it for the others, the older featured ones, and whenever you do change featured, that's the next step. However, I do love that you did this, 100%. Next, we're gonna go through the kit. The new artifact will come. Usually the artifact and then the reinforcement, as well, maybe you didn't see it this season, maybe you're new, will come out after Dr. Poison and and then comes the reinforcement. The one question I have, typically this order is reversed, where they have the character without the team synergy go like at the beginning, like go before the character with the team synergy, and the team synergy character comes up last. They switched that a little bit. I don't know why, and it makes me think that Dr. Poison might be a beast. What's up, Daryl? It makes me think that Dr. Poison might be a beast. Give me 1 second. I gotta. There's a spider here, and I don't want to kill him. He's just trying to do his best. And I turned on the light where he was sleeping. There it is. I see you, bro. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna let you out. I'm gonna let you out. Where you go? How you do that? You're in here, right? Yeah, there you are. Okay. I'm gonna let you out, though. I'm gonna let you out. I'm gonna let you out. Sorry, he's out now. I had to let him out. Okay, so don't know if you mentioned this in any video, but where do you get your artifact pulls from? I'm pulling the 100 crystals per day. Okay, I can't talk about that now because I have to rush because we're doing a video right now for YouTube. But I'll come back to it, Gabriel. Okay, no worries. All right, so coming back in. Wait, you don't have a single. Okay, let me. Real quick, let's see. Do I have this up? No, I don't. You need to have had a one by now, because when you go here to the artifact pulls, if you've done 100, that means that you have a bunch of these golden orbs right here that will allow you to select an epic artifact. And they're epic. They don't have legendary artifacts. They only have epic and elite. So if you've pulled 100, that means you should have at least one of these. Okay, so check that out. All right, so let me go back. Let's see. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Ah, there we go. All right, so am I? Yeah, that's straight. All right, so let's go back to this. You won't get one of my account is really new. I have 45 pulls or something. Okay, yeah, so like that's, so you'll see, well, no, you won't see because it's transition. I have one epic one waiting, but now that we know that we're going to have a new artifact coming, that is going to be an epic, I have an elite waiting. Then I will save my free elite pull so I can take that, or not my free epic pull that I'm going to have in the next 20 pulls, so I can pull that artifact immediately. Gonna be doing account reviews again anytime soon. Yep, probably. Honestly, if you have me on Discord, send me your roster now, and then tomorrow and Sunday, I'm planning on doing a lot of like streaming. I'll do it then. All right, so here we go. Coming back. What's up, Cal? What's up, DJ Gomes? And I'm gonna go back to the YouTube video. So coming back in 3, 2. Okay, yeah. Threw off my whole game. There was a spider, and I didn't want to kill it, so I had to get a glass and then took him outside. It was a whole thing. Anyway, so picking up from where hopefully I left off, I'm dumb excited that they actually gave us a calendar. It does strike me as odd that Dr. Poison is after Cheshire, because usually the character with the team synergy is the one that's the last one to be released. They're usually the most valuable, in my opinion. For the last two, the Bride season and also the Justice Gang season, the 11th Street Kids season, I would take Judo Master, Mr. Terrific. And I mean, Weasel or Bride, you can do a coin toss for me. But I would take Mr. Terrific over the Legendary, which was Superman DCU. I would take Judo Master over the Legendary, which is Peacemaker. So I'm wondering if Cheshire is either not as good as Dr. Poison, like does Dr. Poison put out a stupid amount of poisons, or is it just they just decided to change the order? Okay. This is also amazing because this opens up my ability or my want to use Poison Ivy. I've refrained from using her because I do love her poison mechanic. I think she can be great, but I don't have any other poison characters to run with her. Not for real. I don't trust Penguin because everyone says badge 30. Do you know how hard it is to get any character up to tier 3 to level 30 on their badge? It's a lot of resources. And for a character that I'm already upset that I've even taken up to rank 8, I'm not going to do it. Because if he's great, then cool, but there's so many resources for me to even find out. No. This gives me 3 other characters to run with Poison Ivy, so I can work on Poison Ivy now. That is amazing. So I've been blah 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 about this for a while, about how excited I am. Let's just get to it. So, prepare yourself for a season drenched in terrible toxins. The poison season begins on October 23rd. This frightening season features 3 terrifying characters that all use poison to dispatch anyone who crosses their paths. I think they're trying to link this up with Halloween. I guess that's why I saw the terrifying stuff. I guess Swamp Thing is scary. I don't know. I love nature though. Do you know that Dev's gonna pull the last 2 epics in the pool matrix with the other epics? They just put an offer out for them to sell them, so I think it's going to be pretty soon, actually. I think there are going to be some people who buy those offers, and then they realize that they're going to be in the regular Epic pools next week. But they haven't announced anything, no. All right, anyway, so the poison debuff itself deals significant superpower damage and decreases the healing received by the afflicted character. This season further enhances the debuff, the poison debuff, and elevates poison to a new level by buffing your squads and punishing your opponents based on the number of poison stacks currently on the field. So they're changing the mechanic in the poison debuff, and I guess to adjust to say the number of poisons on the field. Okay, cool. That sounds like an adjustment. Like it says, this season further enhances the poison debuff and elevates it to a new level it says by buffing your squads and punishing. Well, I mean, I guess so. This isn't really clear as to whether they're going to change it or if it's buffing my squads because I have new characters coming and more opportunities to put poison out. But it sounds like they're actually buffing the poison debuff a little bit. Which I wonder why they wouldn't just do that in Brother Eye. But it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'm misreading that. Maybe I'm reading too much into that. All right, so with Swamp. Oh yes, in the Discord. Sorry guys. With Swamp Thing leading the charge. Teams of poison characters, new and old, can now work together to empower their abilities and punish your opponents with deadly results. Yeah, this makes me think it's not a buff to the debuff. They're just saying that this is going to help bring poison back in. And I've made that argument in that complaint that I really like what poison does. It's just there's not enough characters to warrant me actually using it. But it is a newer game, so do that. The Penguin who will be ignored. And Poison Ivy can now work side by side with new characters like Dr. Poison, Swamp Thing, and Cheshire. I don't know why those 2 got the green, and then the one guy who protects the green doesn't have green. Well, I mean, maybe it's just the first time the names are said. That's the only time they get green. Whatever, dog. Also, don't forget Scarecrow has poison. And Scarecrow's poison is actually really, really cool. If you are in the mid game and you can still use Scarecrow. I just said his name and then I forgot it. If you can use Scarecrow's name or Scarecrow the character because he's mid game. Because now where I'm at, if I put him in my level link, it won't do anything. He'll only get up to 180 or 220, something like that. He won't be able to match up. However, he has a out of turn. Doesn't matter if you rank him up to 8. You can do. He puts out poisons at the start of every round for the first 3 rounds. That is awesome. So they didn't mention him there. They only mentioned the epics, but you do have an elite there. So if you're early game and you end up with like Cheshire or something, then you can work her with Scarecrow and just kind of, you know, get through some stuff before you have to eventually put Scarecrow on the bench. So to build poison teams that can now shut down even the toughest squads with stacks upon stacks of deadly poison. And in poison, I think if I go here, I'm going to just read out what the debuff does, just in case you guys don't know. Because I have the game open, so I can just go to, where's Poison Ivy? Here she is. And then I'll go to her poisons. That girl is poison. At the end of the turn, takes superpower damage equal to 20% of attack, decreases healing received by 10%, max 15 stacks. So if I can get 15 stacks of poison out there, healing is reduced by 150%. That's funny. And then it does 20%, so it'll do 300% damage. That is tough. I don't think they really necessarily need to buff it. Just having more characters that do it, you know, buffs it. We just couldn't really use it before. And I think I have enough shards. I'm just going to double check right now. Oh, yeah, I have enough shards to take Poison Ivy up to, not quite, but I can take her to rank 9. All right, anyway, so let's get back to this. All right, so this season's content includes a new legendary character, Swamp Thing Stop, a front row tank that provides sustain to poison teams and uses defense to modify his attacks. I want to know what that means, but, you know, we'll find out eventually. 2 brand new epics. Dr. Poison, a back row support that amplifies the effectiveness of poisons and heals the entire team. And heals the entire team based on the poison damage dealt. Oh. Is this the first poison character that... No, I'm saying, like, is this the first character without the team synergy that's more important than the character with team synergy? That's nuts. Because if you're healing the entire team, now we have a AoE healer that Black Canary was when you could use her, and then once you get to a certain point in the game, you have to retire her. And then Kid Flash is the best healer in the game, and he's doing better since they've given that whole in the team synergy. For every at the start of every ally's turn, they heal for 5% or whatever. That's nice, and he does amazing job with heals. She heals the entire team based on poison damage dealt. So while the enemy team is like getting wrecked by your poisons, your team is getting healed for any damage that they may have. I like that. I like that a lot. And she doesn't have the team synergy. That's Cheshire. Nimble and evasive back row DPS assassin who applies a unique poison to slow and reduce enemy damage. Who applies a unique poison to slow? I don't understand what they mean by that. And reduce enemy damage. Okay, cool. What do they mean by unique poison to slow? I wonder what that means. Because is it that for every slow that's out there? Well, no, it's a lowercase slow. So they must mean like the actual slow. So she applies a unique poison to slow and reduce enemy. Oh, okay. So she applies, I don't know why unique, but she applies a poison and it slows down and reduces the damage of the enemy. But that, I think it's the unique word. What do they mean by unique slow or unique poison? I guess every time she does it, she adds a new poison. I guess that's what they mean. Okay. All right. So, okay, I can get with it, I think. A new epic artifact, and this someone mentioned, if you haven't had your epic beat, thank you for this, by the way. I'm going to save up my artifacts right now, so I get that golden orb. So I have to do 20 more pulls, I'll get that golden orb, and then I'll be able to select this poison artifact as soon as it's available, and I'll just hold on to that. So yeah, a new epic artifact for poison tag characters. Oh, so only characters with poison can do this. Okay. That poisons enemies when the bearer is attacked. reduces damage taken, and cleanses debuffs on the bearer whenever they use their ultimate. So this goes on Swamp Thing immediately because I want him to get hit, and if he gets hit, I want him to be able to poison. So we just turned him into a pseudo penguin, but hopefully much, much better. A new necrotic epic reinforcement. I guess that was the dead dude up at the top that we saw in the picture. That applies poison to the entire enemy team. Yay. Special poison tag character bonuses in Elite Arena for the whole season. We know. Special spooky season events. Let's hope it is spooky. I guess it's going to be some carnival stuff that they get. All right, so moving. Cheshire holds a new team synergy that applies her unique debuff, Cheshire's Poison. Okay, so they do mean like Cheshire has a unique debuff. They have a debuff that's unique to the character. To back row enemies whenever poison is applied to them. At higher levels, all poisons can no longer be cleansed. And poison stacks will instantly damage enemies when they use their ultimate. Yo! So, okay. Alright, okay. That's huge. Did you get the cannon thing? Yeah, no, I haven't gotten it yet. I'm worried. I got like a day and a half left. We'll see. That is big. So Cheshire applies poison to the back row enemies. Okay. Cheshire holds a new team synergy that applies a unique debuff, Cheshire's Poison, to back row enemies whenever poison is applied to them. So she applied, okay, so it's only back row enemies. This would target Poison Ivy, who's always in the back row, who always targets your back row. Poisoners love targeting back rows, dog. Yeah, need to save it for Cheshire, for sure. I was just about to say that from what it looks like, Dr. Poison would be more valuable, but damn it if Cheshire didn't come through strong, I'd be like, hold up. No long, so then, and then at higher levels, and I mean, I guess it's just as you level up the ability, the team synergy, I guess rank 10, all poison can no longer be cleansed. So if she's on the field, Mr. Terrific trying to get those poisons off of your team does not work. He might still be able to reflect them, but he's not going to be able to cleanse the team of them. Aquaman's School of Fish cleaning poisons off of you, once you get that up, that no longer works. You just can be inside that little bubble and get poisoned. Okay. Are back row DPS characters on the enemy team causing you problems? Yeah, them little bomb throwing dudes with the hats. They suck. Use Cheshire's new poison team synergy to drown them in poison that has unlimited duration. Oh my goodness. They are making them necessary. I'm saying this in a fun way. I don't mean, I'm not like trying to I like, this makes me excited. This gives me like, I'm thinking already of all the possibilities. If your team happens to be more support heavy, then Poison Ivy's team synergy is still a great option for neutralizing healing. And Poison Ivy does have a good team synergy. Let me go ahead and just read hers off real quick. During battle, increases poison damage taken by enemy by 18%. And then as I level up to the rank 10, or is this? Yeah. During battle, increases poison damage taken by enemies by 18%. When an enemy has 8 or more stacks of poison, they can no longer heal. The devs may need to look up the term power creep. There's no way to avoid power creep. It's always going to happen. They have to make them better and better and better. This is why I think they've even made the announcement like Brother Eye is a thing, and they're going to keep trying to recalibrate. I think that they're going to do this and then just keep like going back and forth. They put in a new team, they put in a second new team, they put in a third new team, Brother Eye recalibration, make sure that all the other characters aren't falling off too much, and then do the same thing. Like if that was the plan, which I don't know, but that's what I've seen so far. If that's the plan, that would be an amazing plan to deal with power creep. That would make me compliment them more, because that is something that other games, they let power creep go on for a year, 2 years, 3 years if they make it that far, and then have to come back and rework characters from 5 years ago and change their entire kits. If you do it this way with like minor changes all the way through to keep the characters at a certain level, then it's pretty awesome. No, just put it in the players helping players thing. Am I the only person who finds it worrying that they haven't updated the characters on the official page since DCU Superman and the Justice Game was released? I wouldn't be worried about that. Okay, so next. If your enemy happens to be more... Okay, so join us in the duration of the poison season and be sure to let us know what you think on our social... I think it's great. I'm really excited about it. It raises so many questions in my head. One, I like the fact that that this brings Poison Ivy back up so I can actually work on and develop her, so it kind of brings new life to her. Penguin, we'll see. I'm not a fan, but maybe with more poisons out there, he does better. I do like Swamp Thing and Cheshire being added to the game. I love the character models for like Dr. Poison and Cheshire the most, but I like Swamp Things too. The artifact itself, I mean, I think it's okay at best. Dr. Poison sounds like she's going to be amazing with the heals, depending on what those percentages look like. Cheshire's unique thing sounds awesome. Swamp Thing actually sounds like the most like meh of the group, but I like Swamp Thing. If I had to go in just based on these little bitty descriptions that we've gotten, see, Cheshire's thing is I'm more excited about Dr. Poison because we need healers in the game. We do need healers in the game. Oh, also, because it's Dr. Poison and Cheshire, we have 2 new villains. So that'll help us with that one convergence area. So that's a plus. I'm most excited about Dr. Poison and these heals. Second most excited about Cheshire and her team synergy. We do love that. The artifact is kind of meh to me. Like, I'm happy, but it's not like, oh my god. The new reinforcement, that's about all. I'm more excited about the new reinforcement than I am about the new artifact. Let's just be real about that. And then Swamp Thing, mildly excited about it, but they did not really give much of a description. So yeah, Dr. Poison is who I'm really waiting for. Dr. Poison and Cheshire. So save up your encrypted tokens for that. Save up your diamonds for that, even though I just spent a lot, but I'm not even mad about it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Seems a bit of a reach, or is it just me? I'm guessing that's not in the context of this video. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Alright, so there's that. I'm really excited about this season. Okay, let me read what you guys were doing. Yeah, players helping players. You can put it there. DJ Gomez. Am I saying? I said Gomes. Is it Gomez? Am I violating your name there? Am I the only person that's... Yeah, I don't think that's like to be worried about. At the very beginning, like this is just I think you're gonna leave up the character that is part of whatever's out right now. So like Superman DCU, that movie, that's already there and gone. Maybe they would have changed this. They already have it down here, but like they keep promoting this because HBO Peacemaker TV show. If somebody Googles Peacemaker and then they find this game, they see this gigantic picture of Peacemaker. You know what I mean? Like, there is no Swamp Thing TV series. I heard there was one and it was really good, but there isn't one that they can tag alongside this. While release dates on characters, is that new? I'm saying, I'm so happy that they put the release dates on the characters. Ahead of time. Like, 2 weeks ahead of time. So we know. Not like, hey, this character's coming out in 3 days. Hey, this character's out right now. Because they do those announcements all the damn time. Can you show Penguin's badge to see what might make him so good? Yeah. It's just that I've been told, hey, look, he's good. Just get his badge. And it's like, you must have a lot of money. Because I'm not willing to risk this on that. Let's see. I don't even remember what it was. I put it out of my brain. He's not in my level link. I wouldn't do that. There we go. So his badge. While the umbrella is raised, increases the attack power of the back row allies by 10%. Not bad. While his umbrella is raised, poison damage dealt by back row allies is increased by 60%. That's good. Now keeps his umbrella up for the entire battle. That's good too. I can show the umbrella thing where when his umbrella is up, raises his umbrella to protect himself, increases damage by one, increases his defense by 100% while it's up, and grants 30% damage reduction, easy for me to read, to the back row for one turn. Then decreases or defense increased by 120%. Yo, can you just, thank you. Instead, if attacked when the umbrella is raised, there's a 100% chance of adding one stack of poison to the damage dealer for 3 turns. Increases damage for 150%. Back row damage reduction increases to 40%. May not be bad now if there's other poison characters. I'm not too worried about him though. I'll focus on like Swamp Thing and Cheshire and Dr. Poison. They sound awesome. Had it right the first time. Not Gomez, so no worries. Okay, Gomes, cool. I think it's another skip for me. I'll skip the last season and somehow got Peacemaker and Judo Master. It's not a skip for me because I already thought Poison was amazing. I think Cheshire's going to be pretty awesome with their team synergy. And I love the idea of Dr. Poison's like healing the whole team. The Legendary himself, I have to read his kit. They did not do a good job of like saying, "Hey, he's awesome." They was just kind of like, "Yo, we got one." Okay, cool. He's a tank, like every other Legendary you release. You notice that? Like they put DCU out and he's a DPS, and then before that, Bride, tank, Peacemaker, tank. Like what's going on? That's what I'm saying. Like if you put out all those, like okay, so the first thing I'm thinking of is you put out all those poisons, and you sit there and turtle up. And you just say like I'm gonna put. I mean, even let's say Penguin. Let's say I put Penguin in because maybe he's better now that there's other poison characters. Maybe it's a similar thing to Poison Ivy. I never liked the character Penguin himself, or I found him obnoxious in like comics, and I've always loved Poison Ivy. So like maybe that's some of that bias coming in for the characters themselves. I don't have anything against Penguin like I do for Constantine, but whatever. Anyway, until this game made me not like him. Anyway, so maybe I have a bunch of tanks in front of me with immunity up. Let's say I have like OG Superman who gets immune, Peacemaker, Swamp Thing, Cheshire, Dr. Poison, right? So I'm surrounding myself with characters that are going to put up invulnerability whenever their health gets even a little bit lower. And then I'm dumping them with poison. And every time that poison hits, I heal. So I can just sit there and kind of like let them die and wait them out. And then with Cheshire there, they can't take the poison off. They can't cleanse it. So I'm just going to be stacking more and more and more poison, reducing their chance or ability to heal while healing myself. But then if they have a Dr. Poison on their side and a Cheshire on their, how does that mechanic work? Do we just not heal at all and we just die? It seems like his damage stacks off the defense, which could be cool. It does seem like, and that's what I'm saying. I want to see. I need to read the kit because they didn't give me. They gave me enough description for Cheshire and for Dr. Poison. I want to see the kit so I know like Swamp Thing. Would love to see Bleed comps fleshed out next. I'm sure that's maybe not next, but I'm sure like seeing this now. I'm sure that's not like far off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure they have the opportunity here to do it. It's Halloween-ish season. Poison villain. They kept trying to say spooky and stuff like that. To like kind of, and these aren't like the scary. Dr. Poison doesn't scare me. Cheshire doesn't scare me. Swamp Thing, I guess, can't be scary. But you know what I mean? But not like that. Like Scarecrow would have been a good character to kind of promote and prompt up during this poison season, especially since he puts out poison and he is, it's in the name. Um, so that would have been cool, and maybe they do have some kind of event dealing with him and poisons and everything else coming up. Maybe that's already in the works. I don't know. But and I've also noticed now that I'm looking at it, they're skipping a week, right? Yeah, because the Legendary is gonna be out for 2 weeks, and then Cheshire comes out November 6th. Okay, yeah. All right, so I am. You think that the poisons will be better than Mr. T's team? The way that they described it, you can't cleanse it. So Mr. Terrific can't remove the buffs from it. Maybe he can copy them onto the other team, but then they can cleanse their own poisons because you won't have Cheshire on your side. I assume maybe they will. Um, he doesn't heal with his team synergy, so unless you have like a Kid Flash running around doing extra work to try to keep the poisons off in Aquaman. But then if you have Aquaman, you can't use Mr. T's team synergy. Does this? I mean, it might be a pretty heavy hit to Mr. T teams. It might be a pretty heavy hit if you're relying on that cleanse and removing the debuffs to heal and. Especially if I'm only putting out poison debuffs and you can't cleanse it, doesn't that stop his heal? Because he has a heal when he cleanses, but if you can't cleanse, you can't heal, right? Did this just kind of bump Mr. Terrific down? Uh-oh. Okay, so every time a type of debuff is completely cleansed, Mr. Terrific's entire team is healed but for 20% of their missing HP. So there goes that. If you can't cleanse it, then there's no heal on his team synergy anymore for you. Now the Swamp Thing is a legendary poison. I think Joker will be fit to debuff rather than... I think that they might do Joker as the Bleed team, and then that's what Rick was talking about. Love to see Bleed comps fleshed out. Like, they could do, let's say, April Fools. If they're going to... I don't know what seasons they have in between. Maybe it comes out. I don't know. But I see Joker. I see April Fool's Day. I see Bleeds being fleshed out. I'm kind of worried about saying the fleshed out thing too much. But yeah, you see my point? Like, I could see that happening. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to do a bride guide right now real quick. Let me find Brad's joke. And then I have to go. Sorry it's so short. I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I will be streaming. Gotta hit the site. Don't forget to go to work. Yeah, I know, right, Brad? He's already gone to sleep, so he didn't hear that. Got Jon Stewart to rank 9. Wait. Where's Brad? Oh, has there been this many comments since I started? Yo, I'm sorry, guys. I was really focused on like trying to hurry up. Got Jon Stewart to rank 9, and he's so much fun. I think of just loading him up with attack gear, and Jon Stewart is a ton of fun. There's Brad's comment. We're gonna have that in the screenshot for a little bit. All right, so. Okay, so. Oh, but I wanted to do the Bride and Weasel together. Do I have enough time for that? Hold on, let me think. Sorry guys, because I had like legitimately after I get done with this, I have to jump up, take a shower, try to fix some kind of breakfast to shove in my mouth literally on the way out the door. Like I will have food in my mouth as I'm getting in my elevator. But I need to check the train schedule real quick. I always forget there's one direct train and there's one I have to change. And I don't want to have to change. I want the direct. No sneak this. If I catch flight, it's going to be direct. Lawsuit dismissed. Ha ha. Dumbass. Anyway, if I get on the 9:30, the 8:30 would be better though. Which means I would have to leave here at 8. I'd have to leave here in an hour. Ain't no chance. Ain't no chance in this world. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. I gotta catch the 9:30. There's no way I can get out of here at 8:30. Even if I stopped right now. I mean, if I stopped right now, I could. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna try to do a bride guide. And actually, here's the problem. So coming in three, two. I was saying we're gonna do a bride guide, right? And then the homie Brad had a funny joke. The bride guide sounds like the name of a bad '90s movie, and I was like, yeah, I'm sure that there would have been a movie starring Jennifer Aniston and give me somebody from the '90s who was famous an actor, and we were like, why was that guy a thing? Matthew Perry. I guess I just picked the Friends cast. It said like the Bride Guide. Oh my God, it's a C version of a C movie, The Wedding Planner. In any case, I'm gonna go over the Bride and her rework. I think she's amazing now. She was good before. I don't know that she necessarily need a rework, but her rework, not rework, let's say buff. It definitely made her better. So let's get to the video. I'm stammering right now because I just read off Poison Season, and so I'm still like a little bit like geeked off that. But let's breathe and calm down, and we will get to the video. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and do this transition right fast. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow. A lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow. I can't wait to stream tomorrow. And then today is my last day before vacation too. Although I had to tell my bosses like I'll be like available for certain things. Like today's my last day before vacation too. It's gonna be a long day, but then I got 2 weeks off. Yes. Okay. All right, coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I'm gonna go over the Bride. I just recently did a guide on her. Well, recently, maybe like a month and a half ago, during the Peacemaker season. I accidentally pulled her. Actually, accidentally. Like you can intentionally pull anything in this game, but like I accidentally pulled her while I was trying to go for Peacemaker. So tell your boss you're late because you're checking out the Poison team, and they'll forgive you. Truth be told, the CEO would, the COO would not. Anyway, so in any case, I did a guide on her before. I thought that she was a bit underrated, and then they gave her like a Brother Eye recalibration, and they made her better. They have improved one aspect of her kit that was kind of stupid. But other than that, I think she's actually a really good legendary. So, the Bride is the undead de facto leader of the Creature Commandos. I still have not watched that show yet. A networks specialist and weapons expert. She is so much more than what she was created to be. I don't, maybe I didn't say, I like this. She is so much more than what she was created to be. We are all so much more than what we were created to be. Well, actually, no, I was created to be a king. That's what my mom said. I'm a king. I'm a king. All right, here we go. Love you, mama. Rest in peace. Crit, revive, lifesteal, multi-target damage, and then sacrifice. Well, let's just go ahead and get right to her kit because I do really like using her. So let's go back, and then we can transition that back. So her affinities are Dr. Phosphorus, HP 9%, Weasel, HP 9%, Frankenstein and Superman increases attack and defense by 6%. I never got a chance to even remotely run her with Frankenstein, and I don't think, does Frankenstein even count as one of the Creature Commandos, or is he just like an epic who's out there? I was about to say, do I not have Frankenstein? That'd be hilarious. Yeah, no, I don't think they're actually associated because I'm pretty sure, in fact, I'm positive this comes from like the TV show Creature Commandos, which I still have not watched. I need to watch. So even though her name is the Bride of Frankenstein, like, I don't know, are they divorced? Are they separated? I don't know what happened. I wish I could pull her too in the league recruitment so I can put the artifact on her. I would say that right now you can try in league recruitment. I think that the Brides, oh no, I think Dr. Fate's team, like Dr. Fate, Mara, and I think Pandora are in league recruitment. I think they're getting pushed out to put 11th Street kids in, and then Bride will be the next one to cycle out. So I think you have one more season to try to get to her. In any case, we're going to go to her skills. So, as a legendary, she has 5 skills. The bride fires a shot at 3 random targets in the same row, dealing 50% of her attack as physical damage with each shot on Bridezilla Barrage. Next, on Friendly Fire, whenever the bride is damaged by an ally or has her HP sacrificed, she heals herself for 25% of the amount. She and her back row allies also gain 1 stack of hard hit. This goes fantastic with Constantine, which then goes great with Aquaman. I've talked about it in a video before. I don't even know which video it was. It might have been the Aquaman video. It could have been the Constantine video. I'm not sure, but that is a kind of, I want to say weird, but like a way to get hard hit on your allies in the back row by using like every single time. And I'll show it in this video. The bride now heals herself for 50% of the HP amount lost. Once you put this with Aquaman, who reduces the damage from sacrifice by 75%, and then you put Constantine there, who's going to make every ally sacrifice their HP when they get their turn, this becomes nuts. Okay. The bride also gains 2 stacks of recuperate for 2 turns, up to a maximum of 4 stacks whenever she's damaged by an ally or has HP sacrifice. This is also really good. It makes me want to take her rank 9. I can't do it right now, but this is awesome. She has a good kit. Anyway, the bride's crit rate increases by 5% for every 20% of her HP she loses. So here's the question, and now it's 10%, so it increases for 10% instead. So when she takes a heavy hit, her crit increases. And somebody can help me on the comment section with this. Does that then mean that as she heals back up, because I have a Kid Flash or Aquaman, whoever heals her, that if she loses that 10% again, it keeps stacking? Meaning that, is this going to stop after, once it's gathered, once you go from 90% to 80%, if you get back up to 100% and then go 100 to 90, 90 to 80, does that give you another 5% of crit? Because if it does, that's awesome. I don't know how to even check for that, to be real. When the bride receives a fatal attack, she revives with 80% of her max HP. This was the stupid thing that they fixed. They would just say revive, but she would have like 1 HP and then she would just die again immediately. 80% is solid. So she can go back to work and then have a chance of surviving and then keep doing stuff. And instantly performs her basic skill. Her crit rate increases by 50% for the rest of battle. So now she just critting. She just out here critting. This attack has 100% lifesteal, which is awesome because she's already come back at 80% max HP. Then she's going to attack and use her basic, which is going to give you 50% attack, 150% of attack. You're going to do that X amount of times, and then you're going to get lifesteal based off that. Undying can only be triggered once during battle. If it be triggered more than once, she'd be OP. And then on to Commando Rush. The bride rallies each ally into using their basic skill. She caps off the barrage with her own. All allies gain 1 stack of hard hit before unleashing the basic skill. Allies now gains 2 stack of hard hit. Now what is hard hit, you say? Increases damage dealt from the next non-ultimate attack by 20% now. It used to be 10, now it's 20 per stack. All stacks are consumed on the next attack. This part, once you do the next attack, they're all like gone. So max stack of 5 while running with Constantine, you can get up to those 5 stacks, but then once you do your next thing, it's over with. So that is the bride's kit. And I'm going, you know what, I'm just gonna go. We're gonna take her in team ups real fast. Having to rush this video slightly. Let's go simulate. Or do we have anybody down here? The bride is mighty, right? So let's go ahead and help out the homie. Mr. J. Yeah, okay. That's a German. What beast is a German preposition? Anyway, so, preposition, is that the word? Bis, until. That's what bis means. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put the bride in. There she goes. She even has a little boost right now, but we're not going to hold that against her. Now, the weasel has this thing of wanting to bite an enemy, give him a little, or bite an ally, give him a little nibble. That's what it's called. And it's only 1 HP, I think, now on his badge. Not there. He's going to add stacks to recuperate. We can punch through shields. Fine. But he does it to the ally with the highest percent of HP left. Funny enough, it feels like he does everybody but the brides, even though she has the most HP. But I guess because she has so much HP, she automatically has a lower HP percent out of proportion. I don't know how that works. But I have to put him on the front row with her in order for him to nibble on her to get that reduction. And I may just remove him altogether. So the Constantine skill that I was telling you about, just to show. Chop, chop. There we go. At the start of an ally's turn, they sacrifice 15% of their current HP and gain 1 stack of strong attack. If the ally's HP is lower than 60%, they gain 1 stack of strong attack. Oh, and also they get recuperate. If the ally's HP is below 40%, an additionally gain 1 stack of shelter. So we're going to gain from this strong attack, because we're sacrificing HP, and then also hard hit, because bride. Yay. Alright, next up, we're going to put in Aquaman. And in fact, I may just remove Weasel so I can put in Aquaman. Aquaman, I mean, if you've seen it, he's a little bit more recent, as in a lot more recent. He has where if you sacrifice, might as well show it instead of just talking through it. Merciful Sea. At the behest of the god, blah, blah, blah. Whenever an ally's health is sacrificed, they are immediately healed for 50% of the sacrifice amount. This is up to 75%. Can be activated a total of 5 times per round. Well, there ain't but 5 characters. So when they're doing that, when Constantine's doing his thing, there's heals there. Now that I have all this hard hit between this trio going off, let's go ahead and take Weasel out. I don't even need Weasel in here right now. Let's get some damage dealers in here to take care of them. So let's go ahead and give Wonder Woman and Batman a bunch of hard hit and strong attack. Let's check the ultimate order. I kind of wanted Batman to go first and do that damage and then have Wonder Woman go. However, it is her video. The one downside to Bride, however, is that her ultimate is a 4 cost. It's a 4 cost. Now, the rest of her kit is so good, I like it, but this 4 cost is kind of like, I like the ultimate, it's cool, but meh. From what I understand, she will gain 5% crit for every 20% HP loss, well 10% now. So if her Undying got triggered, she will have 25% rate in rebirth. Oh, I see what you mean, but I mean like once she's reborn and she has that 80%, there's a perfect example like you said. Perfect, thank you. So mine reduces by 10% to make the math easy. She reduces all the way down and dies from like a, let's say 1 shot. I don't think it works that way, but let's say just from 1 shot, right? So that means she got 5% for each. So that means that should be 50% crit rate that she revives with. Now that she's at 80% and she drops to 70%, does that mean then that it's 55%? Or is it only the one time you go through the HP bar? In any case, yeah, it has a 4 cost here on this ultimate. So it does kind of block other ultimates from being done. But probably not that bad, and especially in this scenario, we should be okay. The team synergy from Batman is not going to happen, and that's fine. We're good with it. Next, Constantine goes after Wonder Woman. So yeah, Constantine, actually, I'm not even here. He's not even here for the damage. He's here to apply those debuffs and then actually make her sacrifice HP so that we can get more damage out there. All right, so we're going to run this. I'm going to try to run it at 1x for now so we can see the heals happening. When she gets her turn, Wonder Woman gets her turn, she's going to sacrifice HP. That's fine. Aquaman is going to keep that up. Batman gets stunned because of the attack, but that's okay. So we have 1 strong attack here and heals. Hard hit. She got sacrificed. As you can see now, hard hit is being put on everybody, along with strong attack whenever the turn comes around. Non-ultimate, the ultimate attack would not use the hard hit, as we know, as we just read. But the next time she tries to do an advanced attack, there goes that hard hit. Or the next time she does her basic, there goes that hard hit. Yeah, I like it. We're getting strong attack. Oh, we're also going to get the shield real quick for Aquaman because Pandora decided to lay waste. We're gonna have hard hit and strong attack on them for both. I have 2 stacks of hard hit and 4 stacks of strong attack right now sitting on Wonder Woman. We're about to use all of our basics, right? This should be fun. We kept the strong attack and the hard hit's gone. Yo. So we use all of our basics with that hard hit based off of her ultimate. I didn't even think about that until I just saw it happen. So as we're doing all that stuff, if she's going to be running her, she has to go first then. Doesn't matter that her ultimate cost is that. If she's making them all use their basics, I'm just realizing this part of it now. I like the hard hit and everything. That's cool. That was the plan. But then the dumb in me did not put together that when she's using her ultimate and she's making them run their basics, they have stacks of hard hit, especially if they run their ultimate. So let's just say 2-3 stacks. Then you have strong attack coming from Constantine because their HP is constantly being sacrificed, but Aquaman is keeping them healed. So that means that by the time that they get to her ultimate, where they're using their basics, they're going to be laying down those hard hits on the character then. That is fun. That is fun. And that was by accident. I did not know it was going to be that much fun. We ain't got no more. Let's do that again. We'll go against you. We don't care. Ain't nobody scared. Okay, little scared. Ain't nobody scared. Let's go. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. This is fun. I'm not using one creature commando in this setup, and I'll do a Weasel guide. I don't know if I'll do it today. I think I have time to do it today because this is going faster than I expected. I think he's really, really good too. However, she may be better outside of her team, given what I just made up here. Replace with any 2 damage dealers you want, and she may be legit better here. I may like replace this Wonder Woman with Sinestro, right? We're gonna be laying out debuffs for sure. Where's my Sinestro? Just took him rank 9. We're gonna be laying out debuffs, which is gonna give us increased stacks of fear. I don't have another support. That's fine. I don't care. I don't even care about the team synergy. But with him, he lays down armor break. He lays down armor break. He lays down what? Well, he just hurts his own team. So we're gonna be stacking fear here. We can put you there. This is more for the experiment of when she does her basic and they attack more, his stacks of fear should get up higher. She has that 4 cost. He has a 4 cost right now too. However, once he has 6 stacks of fear, then that'll go down to a 3 cost. Alright, so run it. Slightly weaker with Wonder Woman off, but that's fine. I'm going to put this to 2x. Boom, there goes that hit from Wonder Woman. We're okay. We are okay. Strong attack, strong attack. We're getting the strong attack stacked up. His ultimate goes off first because we only had 3 ultimate points, and they both cost 4. Totally fine with that because he already had hard hit up on him. Now we have more hard hit, more strong. It's so fun. I wish I could pause and then shut. Oh, I kind of can. So right now, Batman is just sitting there with 1 hard hit and 3 strong attacks. 3 strong attacks, 4 strong attacks. And then as Bride gets her turn, because it'll come up after Wonder Woman does her thing, we have 4 attacks here. Bride is about to go off. We're going to let loose these hard hits that they're going to... So she has 2 hard hits already stacked up. It's so good. There's so much damage. So much damage. And now Bride goes, she gets hit, but they all get hard hit. So as she sacrificed, she actually healed for more than what she lost. And then she gave everybody a hard hit because she sacrificed, took damage, wiping them out. Wiping them out. This is fun, man. Absolute fun. So, Bride, I like. Should I do the cheesy joke? I mean, end it where Bride started, like, here comes the bride. Here she comes. That's going to be on the thumbnail. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. All right. Okay. So, That was good. I didn't even realize she could do that. That's a lot of fun. That is a whole lot of fun. That is a whole lot of fun. My computer's about to die. This needs to be charged up, and then I think I need to go. I have to. Yeah, I need to go. I need to go. We've been on here for an hour. I can do Weasel tomorrow. It's not like I'm going to be releasing him today anyway. The Bride Guy won't even be released until tomorrow, so I just want to get that out there. But that is fun, actually. So, guys, I have to run. It was a quicker scream. It was a quicker scream. Wow, there. Can you tell that I listen to too many thriller audiobooks? Anyway, so thank you guys for joining me. Very, very fast. Sorry it's so short, but yeah, I gotta go to the place that actually pays me enough money to live. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Doom Raven. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and I have a great vacation, but no, I'm having a vacation from like my real job. I'm still gonna be doing this all the time. In fact, I'll probably be doing this more. Call out sick, bruh. I was so tempted to just be like, I'm not gonna make it to Geneva, but then I promised to go to their son's birthday party, and I want to give him this gift. So you can't do that. You can't cancel on a birthday party. You can't do that to their 3-year-old, and they're cute. They're good. But my bosses are good people. My bosses are good people. So it's one of those like, put it this way: if they were like jerk bosses that I did not like, I would not be going right now. I would have just streamed for another 2 hours and then gone to work and then been like, I'm on vacation, deuces. If it was a boss that didn't like, I'll work hard. I take pride in my work. I'm not gonna do this extra. You're not gonna have me do this extra stuff. Anyway, so thank you guys. I appreciate it. I will be streaming tomorrow morning because I won't have any distractions. Work is the thing that allows me to actually live. Anyway, just being funny. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Fun thing with Penguin. What do you think? I just don't like Penguin. I just don't like Penguin. I need to try it. I have a very, very negative, like I have a bad taste in my mouth from Penguin. That sounds so bad, but anyway, like I don't like him, and so it's hard for me to see him in a positive light, which I'm copping to. So I'm gonna try. When Swamp Thing comes out, I'm gonna pull for him. I should have some guaranteed stuff stacked. Now that they separated the stuff, I'm gonna start buying the super encrypted tokens. Again, I think I have like 10 or 11. So yeah, I'm working on these right now. Give a damn about anything else. I do. No, I do not, because I still don't have the bank. So anyway,